Hey everybody, we're here with Dawson. He came to intern with us again at the Capitol. You may remember he came up last year for a week. He was crazy enough to come back for a couple weeks, and it's been a bit of a ride these last couple weeks. So this is not your first time up here. You've got a few weeks under your belt. Let's talk about this year versus last year. What stood out to you?
Okay, so what I would say first is last year when I was here, it was just for a week, and that was later in the session. And so what I saw was a lot of the later work of the bill, testifying in committees and talking with legislators on bills they had already dropped and that were in the middle of the process. Whereas this year, I'm here for 2 weeks, which was a lot of fun. But it's earlier in the session, and so what I've seen is a lot more of the behind the scenes work, the drafting, the talking to people about what they might bring, what they're working on, their questions about it. How would Family Voice think about it, and kind of the all the work that goes in before it's out in the public.
Sure, there's so much always boiling under the surface.
Definitely.
What surprised you? Anything about these last couple weeks like stood out of, hey, wasn't expecting that, or whether for good or bad?
I'd say one thing that kind of surprised me was actually getting to go into the Legislative Research Council and seeing them working on the bills, like the depth and the process of, every little piece of the language is like, we want it to be perfect prior to dropping it, and just to see like, oh, well, we have a preference of this style or these words instead of those words, and just to see how much goes into it beforehand.
It sometimes feels like splitting hairs, but that's how you get a good product. So this was our week at the Capitol as well.
Yes,
a lot of new families coming up. Some of them had never been to the Capitol before. You were able to lead some tours and things like that. So along those lines, let's say people back home, they've never been to the Capitol, or maybe they came up and saw a day or the trees or something like that, but they haven't been involved. You have, I'm sure, a lot of friends also who like maybe they've never been up here, they haven't been involved. What would you say to those back home that they're not super familiar with the process, they haven't engaged, they haven't stepped in?
Yeah, I would say like you have a lot of access that most people don't even know about. You can come and you can find your legislators. You can find them on the floor at certain times. You can, you can go back into the areas where the lobbyists like to sit and talk to them. Like, you have so much access to the Capitol and to your legislature.
That's a huge blessing.
It's incredible. Anyone can come and testify, can talk. They can talk to lobbyists as well as legislators, and just make.
Who would ever want to talk to lobbyists?
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, just that access that the citizens actually do have.
Yeah, and there's not very many states that are like that. That's definitely stood out to me as well over the years. Well, thanks for joining us again for a couple weeks, and it's been awesome to have you. We'll look forward to what's next, and if you want to come up and join us for a week as an intern, we've still got a few slots open, so definitely reach out. But it was awesome having you up here this week, or for a couple weeks.
No, it was awesome being here, and I thank you to Family Voice, and thank you to you.
We'll see what's next.
All right, yeah.